So let me start with the agenda for today. That's the abstract class and interface. After that, you will get some notes, and you need to go through with those notes and to explore these topics, right? So whatever we cover in these sessions is not we can say that at all, right? That's a basic need that we will require to write code with the Selenium automation applications, right? But everything is not that, right? If I am going to give trainings on Java, then that's not sufficient that I am giving, right? Because Java is a universe, and I am just picking a, you can say that uh, I am picking a object from it, right? Just like earths, right? So if you want to explore Java, you need to work really very hard. Whatever I think that's sufficient for Selenium, I cover that only. So because one by one, when you will work with the automation applications in your companies, then you will think that yeah, I need to explore more, right? So this is basically course so that you can from day one you can understand your project code, you can write code, your own logics over there, you can modify your project. But that's not all, right? And no one can cover that, right? So you need to explore day by day, and you need to ask questions in the Google Classroom, but no one asked, so I cannot do anything over there. Okay, so that's why if you will not ask question, uh, again I am saying that it's very difficult to organize a doubt session for you, right? If you have doubts, then only there is a mean of organizing a doubt session, right? So because I keep last class when I trained, I also said the same issue, right? So based on your interest, I take actions, right? So let me start for today, not waiting for more time. It's already 7:22, and whoever so have joined, they joined. Okay. Okay, so abstract class and interface, right? So I want to first confirm with you guys. Anyone can give me a brief about the abstract class? What is abstract class? Why we use the abstract class? How can we use the abstract class? What are the beneficiaries of the abstract class? Can anybody give some definition or some idea about the abstract class? You can unmute yourself and you can say. Anybody? Okay, nobody wants to say anything about the abstract class. Okay, no problem. So let me tell you what is abstract class. See, before understanding abstract class, we should go for the abstraction first. What is abstraction, right? So abstraction, I will give the definition of it. First of all, suppose we go to the ATM machine, right? Very quickly, we go to the ATM machine. The ATM machine asks our account type. We simply provide our account type, saving or current, right? Then it asks pin, right? We put our pin 1 2 3 4, whatever it is, and then it asks that whether you want any receipt or not. So based on your yes or no, you answer over there, right? So suppose you type no. Okay, based on your requirement amount, you put it over there and you got your money 1500, suppose this, right? So what happened, you only see the UI part, you do not see the implementation part, right? How this code has been implemented, right? Where your the end user server is located, right? What the domain name has been used, what's the IP address when you, where the your server is actually located. Everything related unnecessary is hidden from you, right? So that's abstraction, right? In the bookish definition, you can say you go to the uh, you go to the switchboard and you on, and you see that okay, lights is on, okay, and but you don't see the actually implemented mechanism, how this is implemented. That's only electricians knows, okay. So relevant information is shown to you and other information is hidden from you. This is abstraction. In Java, there are two ways to apply abstraction. First one is the abstract class, and the second one is abstract the interface, okay. So first one is abstract class and second one is interface. That's why I see someone is joining, and now again I have to go to this screen, okay. So that's why I'm saying that same again and again, okay. So this is about the abstraction, okay. So there are two ways to apply abstraction. First one is abstract class and second one is interface, right? So first of all we'll understand abstract class, right? So before using abstract class, how to use the abstract class and when to use the abstract class, we should understand why abstract class is needed. Why abstract class, right? Otherwise we'll keep making abstract class without knowing that there is use and we need to use, but sometimes we use just because we know that there is abstract concept, let's use it, okay. But use anything in Java when it's needed only, okay. Not in only Java, in any programming language. So abstract class, why abstract class? Suppose I give an example to you that will make you clear. Suppose I am developing a gaming application, okay, and in this gaming application I have a player, right? Player means suppose just like PUBG, right? And in PUBG you have players, right? So player, what that player can do, player can run, PUBG player can run, that player can walk, that player can lie down in the floor, right? Sometime that player can pick a tanker, right? So means these are the some points that that player can do, right? Means and there may be multiple 12 to 15 points that that player can perform, right? But there will be always some necessary points that can't be ignored as a player property, right? Just like player can jump, every player can jump, right? Every player can jump. This is a common properties of all player, okay. Every player can walk, every player can run, right? These are the common properties. Now player can pick a tanker or not, that depends on the that player, is the tanker is available where player has reached. This property is dependent on some other properties, and this is not a common property, right? Because you will not see every player picking up a tanker in the PUBG, right? I hope you guys can relate it what I am trying to say. Means if you want some common functionality in any system, suppose if you want that you want to provide common functionality in every player in the PUBG, then you need to make that player class as abstract, right? And why we should do that? So that every, suppose in my system there are 15 players, right? Suppose in my system, in my game there are 15 players, so all 15 players should have this functionality. If I will not forcefully ask our 15 developers who are developing 15 different players, then what will happen? They will forget to, suppose some developer forgot to write a walk functionality, right? But this is the common functionality that should have in that player, right? So avoid this situation, we make that class abstract, because you cannot instantiate abstract class without implementing abstract methods, right? Instantiate means you cannot create object of abstract class without implementing all abstract methods, and that reason will force every developer to implement these methods. I hope I am clear why we use abstract class, and of course when we should use the abstract class. Is it clear to all, and there is still doubts? You can unmute yourself. I can't see your messages as I am in a different screen. Okay, thank you for confirming. And this is about the abstract class. Okay, now I will talk about some properties of abstract class, then I'll talk about how to implement this abstract class, and let's see this first, then talk about next topics. See, I will paste this block. If you want to refer same, then you can refer, otherwise multiple written blocks are available over internet, and this blog I have written, and in same manner I will teach. That's why it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, see, abstract class may or may not have abstract method. This I will come to the coding part. Means it's not compulsory in abstract class that it should have abstract method. You can maintain or abstract method in an abstract class, but that's not compulsory, right? Abstract class have constructor, so every class has constructors. This is not about abstract class, but sometime interviewer asks in interviews, do abstract class have constructors, or what is the difference between interface and abstract class? In that case you answer the simple that abstract class do have constructors. Okay, as we know, Java multiple inheritance is not supported in the case of classes ambiguity constructor chaining. So abstract class doesn't support the inheritance, right? So but interface supports. So I'm not talking about interface as of now, just confirming. Abstract class we can have this private, protected, and final methods. But there is a case you need to understand. I will come into the coding part and then I'll let you know. Okay, as I said that you cannot instantiate the abstract class. What does it mean? Means you cannot create the object of the abstract class. You can note down this point. Okay, every point is not written over there. That basically difference between abstract class and interface. Every point is not written over there. Okay, so you can note down these points, otherwise you need to search out, you can forget some points. That will not be good. Okay, I have started the recording, right? Okay, and here I will create a project. Okay, I will create a package abstract class and in abstract class. Okay, new class, right? You can mark this class as abstract if you want, otherwise you can write abstract keyword over there as well, right? I will mark here player. This is a player class, and I will finish this. You can see abstract keyword over here. Okay, now I will press enter. Now see, every player will have player id, right? Int player id. Okay, now see, abstract method void walk, and close the body. See, in abstract method you don't have body, right? You only have open and close parenthesis and then after semicolon, right? You don't have body. If you try to write like this as a common method, you will get an error. Oh, this happens when you use two different kind of keyboards. Let me write like this. Now see, abstract methods do not specify a body, right? That's why abstract method cannot be given a body, right? So I need to first do this. Okay, so these are common properties, suppose that I want that every player should have, right? So these methods I have declared abstract. Okay, now let's try to make an object of it. Player is equal to new player. Right, now see the error, cannot instantiate the type player. Okay, you cannot instantiate the type error. Why? Because this class is abstract. If I remove this, then you cannot have abstract methods. See points, if you have abstract method in your class, listen to carefully please. If you have abstract methods in your class, then you should declare that class as abstract. Note down this point. If you have the abstract method in your class, then you should declare that that class as abstract. But suppose this, but if you declare a class as abstract, then that's not necessary to have abstract methods. Okay, so vice versa, if you have abstract methods, then that class should be abstract, because that declaring the abstract properties, then the class should be abstract. But if that class is abstract, then that's not necessary to have abstract methods in it, right? So this is simple point to understand. And if you want to not have non-abstract method in the abstract class, then this can be possible like this. Suppose I want void lie down. This every player can lie down on its feet only, right? Every player can walk in some different speed. Every player can jump in some other heights, but every player can lie down in the floor only. Okay, so I will declare this player lie down property. Every player will have same. Okay, so I if every this property is same in all players, then I think that it should be declared in the abstract class, so that every player will have this. Inside every player, if this property I will declare in every different class, then I have to do it 2 times. But this is this is the distributed property. So what I should do, I should declare in one place, and every class will get it, right? So this way we have to think that how can we utilize our code, how can we minimize our code, right? So now I will declare a implementing player class to it. Class player, suppose Vandan player, right? Now how can I get these methods in my this Vandan player class? By inheritance, right? using inheritance I can extend this method and implement over there, right? So Vandan player will extend, because if you will not inherit these properties, how can I implement in the Vandan player class? Extends player. Now it will ask add unimplemented method or declare this class as abstract, because if you will declare this class as if you will not implement these methods coming from the player class, then these abstract methods are coming in this Vandan player class, and if the abstract methods are present in this class, then this should be as abstract class, right? But we don't, we want to implement this method, so I will go here, add unimplemented method, and you can see. Okay, now suppose I will declare some points here. Vandan can walk 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, I will copy this and here paste this. Vandan can jump 3 feet. Okay, so this is property of Vandan player, and of course lie down property is coming in my class. Okay, suppose if I can lie down in some different way, so I can override this method, but everyone will lie down in the same way. Okay, okay, so this Vandan player is implemented. Now I will go to here and I can create the object of Vandan player class. Okay, and I will call these methods. Dot walk dot dot run jump. Okay, I will run this and you can see this. Suppose there is another player. Why I am saying this? See, there is another player, Sumit player. And just like this, Sumit also extends same class. Oh, player. Okay, now need to implement those unimplemented methods. Player. Now suppose I will copy this and here I will paste this. Then player, copy and paste here. Suppose Sumit can run 15 km per hour and Sumit can jump 5 fields, and here we need to write Sumit. Okay, and now here I will create Sumit player object, because Sumit is a different player, so need to create object of Sumit player. We'll comment this. Sumit player new Sumit player. Dot jump dot walk dot, another method was lie down. Okay, now let's run Sumit player. Now Sumit properties are coming, right? See here, player, this method was written in two times, sorry, one time in abstract class, and Vandan player has not declared this method. Sumit player has not to declare this method, but they can use it. Why? Because this common property was written in the abstract class. So once is written can be used in multiple times, and these are two players, maybe 100 players. So will you write this lie down method 100 times? No. So I will declare this as a common property. So any implementing class will get it. Suppose player 99 will think that I can lie down in a different way, right? So that class can override this method, but 98 are using in the same way. So why those will implement? That's why this is declared in an abstract class, so that this will be a common property, right? Right, okay. But see, suppose my player is currently working in the game, because in PUBG thousands of players, lakhs of players are created and they play their games, right? So will they write this same class 100 times, same class and object 100 times? In that case we can use the polymorphism. As per the usage the object will be created, right? And how can I implement this? See, this is your abstract class, and you will provide the object for implementing class. Suppose I am giving here Vandan player. Please mute yourself. Yeah, okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So abstract class and abstract method is the main use like we have to create abstract class, and in that we have to implement the undefined methods which having a semicolon, and that methods we need to implement in the some other subclass, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I mean the usage of this is we need to use a multiple times overriding the in the different form of the reusable methods, right?
can you repeat this?
I mean, the whatever you created now, abstract, wide walk or jump or whatever,
Okay.
the different subclasses can define their own in the different ways. That is the main purpose, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
If they want they can use in a different way, because this property should be there, but about this property what is there, this property should be there, but that's not compulsory that that player can walk in a same speed. That's why this property is common but not defined, right? but this property is common to all, so it has been declared also.
Okay, okay. And for abstract classes, we cannot be able to create a object, but we can create a reference variable for that.
Yes, see.
Okay, okay. And is there any concept like constructor in that abstract class?
Yeah, of course, abstract class can have constructors. Every class can have constructors. So
Okay,
this question is actually been asked by many times in interview also, but this question is incorrect. I think this question shouldn't be asked because every class have constructors, right? If
okay,
any class doesn't have constructor, then this question was valid. But actually people compare with the interface. Interface is some different concept that cannot have the constructor, right? Because methods cannot have constructor, right? So in that case, why we are asking that can abstract class have a constructor? So this question is incorrect actually.
okay.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
okay, okay,
Thank you very much.
okay. Okay, so I have declared this variable for this class, and this is abstract class. I said that you cannot have the you cannot create the instance of the abstract class, right? Instance we means if I will write here player, if I will assign memory to player class, then that this invalid. I am not assigning memory to this player class, assigning memory to Vandan player class, but taking the reference of the player, means whatever methods are present in this player can used by this class. Okay, if I'll have time, I will talk about some in depth about this concept. But first, we understand currently we are using the uh, these methods, and you can see here these methods of are common.
You created capital, right? Capital V.
No, here we will have player. Okay, I will run this. Okay, now see, I have given the object of Vandan player. Now player lie down property is common to all, whatever message given over there. Vandan can walk 10 km per hour, Vandan can jump 3 feet, right? Now this is a common property, right? Now if I change the object with the Sumit class, currently Vandan information is coming. Just do this and Sumit player will run. Sorry, right? So this is about the abstract class. Now see, these are some points. Abstract class may or may not have abstract methods that I told you here. May or may not have abstract method means non-abstract method that abstract class can have, and also abstract methods, right? And this point abstract class have constructor. This point I have written because the same question coming from the Mahantya also and the some interviewers. So you need to know that yeah, abstract class have constructor, every class have constructor, right? As we know, in multiple inheritance is not supported. Last class I have covered this, and this in abstract class we can have private and protected and final methods. Let me talk about this also. See, anybody says can abstract class have final methods, right? So what does it mean? Final methods cannot be overridden. First, note down what is the property will be coming if I'll declare any method as final. That if we declare any method as final, then we cannot override that method. We can extend that method through inheritance. That method will be coming in the child class, but we cannot override whatever the implementation given it to you. That final method will be remain same, you cannot override that, right? So if you cannot override any abstract method, then how will you implement it? Here you can see Vandan player is overriding the walk method, then it is only able to implement this method coming from the parent class, which is abstract class, right. If I will declare, if I will declare like this, then you can see the abstract method walk in type player can only set a visibility modifier, only a public or protected. You cannot make this as final, right. Abstract method cannot be final, but I said that abstract class can have final methods. So, this I can declare as final, right, and this is okay. If please mute yourself. See, now you can say that abstract class have final methods, yes, but that final method shouldn't be abstract, right. Abstract class can have final method, but that method cannot be abstract, because this I have implemented and this will be coming to this Vandan player class, but I have not to override this. Yes, okay,
Hello?
yes,
Yeah, so in final terms, if we write any method final, then we cannot override even abstract, even simple methods. Because if we declare final, we can't override, and I think if we declare integer final, we can't change the value of integer. Is it correct?
yeah, of course that will be constant.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is about the abstract class. This cannot have a final abstract method, okay. And the next point is private. This is a private and protected. So abstract class can have private methods, but the same case, if we will declare this abstract method as private, then this method cannot be inherited, right, because private methods are not going to the child class, right. In that case you won't be able to implement this, so you cannot this declare this abstract method as private, okay. So if you will declare this method as private, so oh, spelling mistakes, then this is okay. This class can have private. Why? Because this is already implemented and it's not necessary to provide here. But in that case you need to declare as a public, right, because this method will not be coming to this implementing class. See, if I will declare this private, then it's okay, but if I am calling over here, then what is the error? The method lie down from the type layer is not visible. Why not visible? Because that is private and I want to create the object. I want to implement this method in different class, right. In different class, what? This Sumit player class, but Sumit player class is not getting this method. But if I am creating the object of Sumit player class, then and calling this method, then it's not okay, right. So in that case you need to comment this method, right, else is it okay. This is about the abstract class, and now let's move to interfaces. Yeah, someone is asking.
Abstract method, can we have a static abstract method?
Static abstract methods. See, have you covered the static concept in overriding?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Very basic. It's covered actually.
very basic means what? What was told in overriding you have a concept that polymorphism, right. So in overriding you have two types. So one is runtime and there is state method hiding, right.
Yes.
Yeah, so in that case this static method can be an abstract class, right. But if this class wants to implement this abstract static method, then it need to declare its own static method, right? Okay, so let's go to the interface part, but before that I want that I will share this doc as well. So you guys need to do one thing. You guys need to refer this doc, a very good blog written by this person, and every thing is explained very in a well way. So you can refer this. I will comment this also, and also will provide the recording of the session. You can refer from there as well. Okay, so this blog will help you to understand more about the abstract class. Now let's go to the interface quickly, because time is something like interface. Here I will declare a player interface. Let's right click new, and you can choose here interface player, right? And same properties I will declare. Let me copy from here, player abstract class player. Let make it void only, and this. Okay, so just listen 2 points. By default, what is everything, every why the necessary things, why we use the interface and how to use the interface is actually different, but why we use the reason is same. To implement some common functionalities, we use sometimes interface and sometimes abstract class. When we need of constructors, right, to initialize, to add some points, then we go for uh, the abstract class. But when we don't need constructors and we want to implement the multiple inheritance, suppose a player can have some different qualities as well, because suppose if a player takes energy, that player is paid player, that you have paid to that app, that gaming application, for achieving some new qualities of the player, then that's something. So if in that case we need to implement the multiple inheritance for player, right? In that case we should go for the interface, but when we don't need it, then simply go for the abstract class, and abstract class have constructors. So based on requirement, you will, by practicing, by working on the live projects, you will get to know that when to use, how to use this functionality, right? Otherwise these things are designed by the architect, not by us, but we should understand why he has does it, right? But and we should know that how to do it, right? So because in a day we will also go for this post, the automation architect, right? In that case we have to understand everything in deep, right? Okay, so this abstract class, this abstract, if I don't declare it as abstract, points to be noted, right? You need to note down these points, otherwise you will face problems after this session. If I am not declaring this method as abstract, is this abstract? Yes, because in interface by default all methods are abstract. Okay, so if I declare it as abstract, then it's okay. If I will not declare is abstract, then it's also okay. Let's try to give a body to it. Now this, see the error. Abstract method do not specify a body, but I have not declared this abstract, then why this error is coming here? Because by default it's abstract. Inside interface every method is abstract, right? So abstract. Now same error will be coming. Abstract method do not specify body. This means sorry, this means all methods are in interface are abstract. So remove this body. But if we are declaring this abstract, then it's okay. Compiler understands that this is abstract. Okay. Now see, every method is abstract by default and variable public static final, right? So every method inside the interface is abstract and the variable is public static finals. You cannot change the value of a final variable. Final variable cannot be change their values in the next class, right? So in that case you cannot change the interface values here, right? If you want to have some different properties, you need to declare in implementing class. Okay. So now if you will try to have non-abstract method in this class, is it possible? No, because every method is by default abstract, so you cannot specify a body to it, right? But after Java 1.8 and later versions, it is possible to have default and static methods in the abstract in the interface, right? So it is possible, and I will share you blog to more explore of this concept, because we generally don't use it in live projects, right? So it's not relevant here to talking more about that concept, but you should know that it happens, that in the interface you can have static and final methods after Java 1.8 and later versions. Okay. And default means this keyword you should write. Default doesn't mean that simple method, right? This keyword you have to write. This can have in the abstract class. And why this? Some common functionality if you want to provide, you cannot do from the interface. That's why they have written these methods. Okay. So based on the requirements coming, the Java developers are day by day they are working in the new concept implementing and this. So this is a part of the same, but here we will talk about the interface. Okay. So same I will copy here and paste, or let me write first Vandan player. Now see, class extends a class, right? Class extends a class, but class implements a interface, right? Interface what? Player. Now it will ask you to add unimplemented methods. You can do that, and the messages you can copy from here, or let me copy from here same methods, so that we should not write over here. Okay. Now the same Vandan can jump. Okay, interface public walk public. Why this error is coming? Class. Okay. Now you can see this. Okay, same here, implementing, and everything rest is same. Let me copy Sumit class and paste here. Sorry, because everything next is same, but here you need to change the keyword implements. Okay, and of course this should be public. Can anybody tell me why this error was coming? If I not declare as public, then why this error was coming? Can anybody even try? If I not do this, then why this error is?
It will be default, right?
Sorry,
It will be default, right? But if you are not specify anything,
who is this? Mahantya. Okay.
Yeah, because default method can't be used in another class, so it's declare public, and public method is
Where is the
known by.
default method? No, no, no. Don't just guess. This is not even in interview. I will suggest you guys, even in interview, if you don't the exact answer, if you are confused, then say I have this confusion and I am trying, right? But don't say this confidently that this is just because this, right? This goes negative, in a negative way. Don't mind it, but I, being a trainer, I am advising you guys to this, right? But if you have clear understanding, or if I am asking, then you can say, sir, can I try? Yes, you can try. You may be wrong, you may be right, but you should try, but you need to specify the notification to it that I am trying, I am not sure about this. Okay, just like you said that default method is there. Where is the default method? Right, where is the default method? Anybody else can try, don't mind it. Let's please be trying and say that I am trying. I am not sure, but I am trying. See, in the interviewer this question may be asked. This is because many times even I have asked, right? So I know that in interviewer and you can ask, you are not trying, you are sitting in the sitting as an idle, then that also goes negative.
can I try one more time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think as you mentioned earlier, the interface methods are either abstract or a public only, right?
Okay.
So
Either,
it
no, no,
looks like it is abstract in nature. So probably we
no,
can
no,
use
no,
it.
no, no. I first this statement I have never said that either that can be abstract or that can be public. This statement is actually incorrect, because I said that by default every method inside interface is abstract. So either concept is not actually you can have there, right? And see, by default every method inside the interface is public abstract void. Let me write here. If you write here, this was okay. If you don't write here, this is also okay. Public abstract is written by default here. If you are declaring any method inside interface, then by default that method is public abstract void. Okay. Now see, here what I was doing, I was not declaring public, right? So if you are not giving any scope to your declaring method, then what will the scope? Default. Default scope. There are 4 types of scope: public, private, protected and default. Default if you are not giving any scope, right? So default scope is lesser than the public scope. Public scope is the biggest, and when you are extending any method, you cannot decrease the visibility of it. I mean, you cannot decrease the scope. So that same thing it's saying. See, cannot reduce the visibility of the inherited method from player. Change method visibility to public. I hope it clear to all. It is clear to all. Is it clear?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So that's why first I changed it, then I came to this point. Okay. Now Vandan player is created, Sumit player is created. Okay. Now just make is public and main implementing class. And if you forgot to write main control space, it will create main method for you. Now same thing with interface, same which I did in abstract class, I am doing here, copy and new player and this, but same cannot instantiate the interface also, so you need to give here Vandan player. Okay. Now you can call the Vandan player methods. Why this? Okay. Dot jump dot walk. Okay. Now call this. Okay. And if you want to Sumit properties, then you can extend this. Create object of it. Runtime it will decide which object need to be created. Okay, but see, the question arises when we should use the abstract class, when we should use the interface, that I answered, when we need constructors, when we should have common methods which should be implemented with common functionalities, common the properties should be, or then we should go for the abstract class. Sorry, but when we need to implement the in multiple inheritance, when we don't need to have the common properties in any player class, means the just like I declare lie down will be same way every player will lie down, we don't need it, we should go for the interface. But in real time we need the combinations, right? Because see, let me quickly give, and you can try in your computers. See, this theoretical part I want to make you sure to clear your doubts before this they coming, right? Because when you practicing you will get these doubts. So I am clearing over here, but you need to practice in your computer, right? Oh, okay, I thought it shut down, but it's okay. Okay, you need to practice it. Sorry guys, suppose I have a class m1, okay, and this has abstract m1, okay, void m1 selection m2 m3, right? Three abstract methods, and the child class extends m1. This child class is implementing only 2, then this should also be declared as abstract, because when this child class will extend this m1 class, then the three abstract methods will coming in this class, right? But you are implementing only 2, so what should you do? Either implement third method or declare this class as abstract. This is one case, okay? So you can try this, you can note down this point, and until the child class implement all the abstract method, it cannot be instantiated, it should be declared as abstract, or it should implement that third abstract method, okay? This is one case, right? In interface you cannot have the cannot have the non-abstract methods, right? But ignore the default and the static methods. Those are not uh, uh, the non-abstract method. Those are the static methods. Those are the default methods. Those are not the common methods, right? So this is about the abstract class and interface. Any doubt coming, you can ask in Google Classroom, and you are also reach out to free anytime. Okay, so this is about abstract class and interface. And see how the multiple inheritance is possible, because let me quickly show you in coding. See, suppose I have another inherit interface, player, new func. Okay, and this is what, okay, interface. Now this is extending player. Okay, interface extend interface, right? Class extend class, class implement interface. When different keywords are being used, then this should be like that. Okay, so and player new 2. Okay, so see, player new functionality extends comma player new 2. See, this statement is correct, right? This is not giving error, because interface can extend multiple interfaces. But in the case of classes, suppose class A want to extend A comma B, B comma C, then this statement will be incorrect, giving you error. You can try in your machines, right? That's why we say that multiple inheritance is possible, right? Because interface can extend multiple classes at a time, multiple interfaces at a time, right? That's why in the case of interfaces this is possible. There is no ambiguity, there is no constructor chaining, because interface doesn't have constructor and their interface doesn't have implemented methods. That's why it's possible. If we'll ask you about more, I can talk about more in these topics in the some other time, right? So meanwhile, this is end of the your core Java part. So next class we will starting the collection topic. 19 people are joining in your batch and there are 40s. Anyone missing the collection topic cannot expect that he will be expert in Selenium. Please don't miss and please be on time to avoid unacceptable of the sessions, right? Because one or two people today joined and I confirm that, because we have time. Because suppose I don't have time and I have to move to in a pace, then I was not confirming, I was not disturbing other people of class, those who already joined in time, right? So this was about the interface and abstract class session. Please remember the points when we should use it and how we should use these topics.
Yeah, hello Vandan.
Yes.
Yeah, can you explain one time runtime error and compile time error with example?
Okay, you can post this question in Google Classroom in doubt session. Sumit will be confirming you, because say runtime, but in 1 minute. See, runtime error means when you run your program and then you get the error. This is the basically runtime error. And when you cannot run your code because just there are error coming in the time of compiling, means right click on run, you see the error over here. See, this is suppose here I will try to write Sumit player. Suppose I will write spelling mistake, right? And here see,
Yeah.
this error is coming, compile time of compiling. So this is compile time. If I have to run the same at the time of running the code, that exception handling concept that was not part of the syllabus, but you still, if you are asked, he will confirm you in the doubt session, right? So in that case, that will be a runtime error. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you need to see any problem coming, you can directly explore over the internet, because if you still get doubts, then you can ask us, because everything we cannot teach, everything we cannot come, you need to explore day by day. Maybe you will be more expert than me in some time. Okay, then this goes on your practices, how much you practice, how that much you learn, right?